For higher education, an admission test would be required, and admission in higher education institutions would happen on merit. Whether you based it on the BISE results, whether you based it on the NTS results, whether you based it on a combination of the two was not important. The important thing was that those admissions would be done on merit. And for this purpose, NTS had the job of creating the tests, which it did for medicine and engineering. New subjects will be introduced in quantity and quality. Now, this is new subjects both at the university level to be taught, because as times change, new subjects keep appearing. For example, telecommunication, human resources are things of today, and those subjects then have to be taught, those disciplines have to be created, and then NTS also would have to expand its scope. It cannot be limited only to engineering and medicine. Other subject areas, other disciplines will have to be brought under the umbrella of NTS so that all admissions happen fairly, with transparency, whether they are based on NTS results, BISE results, or both. In fairness to our system of education, I think it should be based on both. There should be equal weightage of what the student does in his BISE exam and what the student does on the NTS test as well. After all, the NTS test is a one-time sitting, while the intermediate is 2 years worth of work, and it cannot just be ignored or not mentioned at all, not considered at all, not recognized at all. It needs to be recognized. After all, 2 years of work is a lot of time, work, effort that the students have put in. Professional institutions will be increased in quantity and quality. Now, when they say professional institutions, they are talking of things like medical colleges, engineering universities, architectural colleges, fine arts, graphic arts today, advertising, business schools, and stuff like that. The focus of this policy is on both quantity and quality. Yes, we want to increase in numbers, but we also want to see an increase in quality. Because if we only increase in numbers and we do not focus on quality, in the long run, our targets will not be met, we will not be successful, and our students will not be as productive as they could have been with a quality education that they could have received. So focus on both quantity and quality is a good point in this policy. This by far is the first policy that looks at numbers and also focuses on quality. Both are important. Colleges having good reputation will be allowed to have their own syllabus. Colleges, universities, institutions that have good reputation, and good reputation not in terms of just results that they produce, but in terms of what higher education institutions say about the quality of students coming to them, what the job market says of the quality of students coming from such institutions. That is what will be seen as an important identifier of the quality of education that these students receive, and whether these institutions should be allowed to produce and use their own syllabus, which really is their own content, their own methodology, their own approaches, strategies to teaching and allowing students to sit in their exams and pass those exams. So, focusing on quantity and quality, numbers and the quality of what you're trying to achieve are both equally important in this policy.